and welcome back to my channel, as well as to the Tanares RPG Kickstarter series, where I am unboxing all of the published items I have received thus far. In this video, we are going to unbox the Dragon Collection box, and it was an add-on for the board game called Arena the Contest and the Tanares Adventures expansion. As I have said in the introduction video, I have never played this game. This is literally my first delivery of anything specific to the Tanares system. You are also about to see the unboxing of this Dragon Collection from my perspective, so there's going to be details I simply am not going to know about it right off, although I have done some research. I've also included the links to the Dragori website as well as to the various Kickstarters associated with their games. So if you're curious about them, feel free to click on them below. The Dragon Collection is an expansion that adds a new game mode called Boss vs. Boss, as well as a handful of new miniatures and their respective creature cards and boss pads. The new game mode allows players to control bosses as if they were hero creatures, including a couple of new dragons, and there are several in this box. There is also the addition of a new hero, alongside their miniature and creature card that can be used with respect to the core board game. All of these are visible on the back of the box, and once again you can see that they are unpainted for reasons I've already explained in earlier videos. These are the boss pads and cards that you have here with respect to the various creatures that you're going to be getting, and I think there might be some miniature decks associated with them, but I could be wrong there. And this would be the hero card or figurine with respect to this particular set. Once again, all of these miniatures remain compatible between the other Tanares game systems as well as with 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. This box is much lighter than the other ones we've opened thus far, and it weighs in at roughly about 2 pounds, so it's a little easier to carry around, although it's still cumbersome as a box. Unfortunately, these figurines will not fit in any of the other boxes due to their size, and we will see why here in a moment. So let's go ahead and pop this open. Now, we can see here that we have a number of the boss pad cards here. And that represents the Dragon Queen associated with this particular campaign. This is the book that introduces the boss versus boss mode. And it's got a number of scenarios here that you can take advantage of from the looks of it, as well as how to explain all of the boss pads, in fact, how to read them. We have our cards here. It's a nice, big, thick stack of cards. Maybe about the size of a normal play deck or solitaire card deck, whatever you want to call that. And then we have the individual dragons positioned here. And as you can see, there's 2, 4, 5 of them included in the box, and our hero card or hero miniature is actually right here. She's actually not small. And no numbers with respect to this one. Same plastic that has been used to create the other ones. There's actually a fair amount of detail included here on this couple of sets of wings from the looks, which is kind of nice. And just position that there. And then we get into the individual bosses, which this guy's going to be a little bit tricky to get out. So be careful. You might end up breaking some of these spines. These 2 bits here actually clip in here. In fact, this one poked right through the plastic here. So that's actually not necessarily a good sign with respect to this. This does have a number on it as well as a description. So this is the white dragon, which is 3 of 5. And that would explain a lot of the spikes that we're seeing here. So that's impressive. Just set that guy there. We have the black dragon here. So that's in this corner. A lot of detail on these figurines, which is actually really cool. Some skulls. That's kind of cool. Oh my, lots of skull and bones on this one. There is a massive amount of detail on this one. If you bought the unpainted one, this is going to be painful to paint, especially if you want to be able to get at each of the individual figurines or skulls on this base here. This is the most detailed base I have seen. This is the undead dragon, which explains why all of these bones are there. That is insane. And explains why the ribs are exposed as well. Wow, okay. Oh, well, that's not good. So I have a broken dragon. This one is the blue dragon, which is unfortunate. I can possibly glue that back on. But we'll have to take a look at that. So this is what it will actually look like, if I can get that stable enough for a little bit of time. So that's what it will actually look like. Kind of looks like it's positioned the same way the green dragon is, maybe a little bit differently. But this is the blue dragon. And it looks like it's on some leaves or something else that's representative of ground. Looks like it might have a clutch of eggs there with some blue dragons coming out. That's actually kind of neat detail. So I'm going to have to figure out how to fix that, which is unfortunate. And what about this guy? And this is going to be the red dragon, which is explains why the treasure chest is there. So we've got a crown here, treasure chest there. Lots of detail on the various surfaces for this dragon. You can actually see a lot of the leather detail. Hopefully that's coming through on the camera. And oh my, getting in to paint that mouth is going to be complicated. Impressive. All right. So that's the detail that is with respect to that. Now let me get all of these put back in. How did this one go in? Is it like this? Unfortunately, I've forgotten how this goes in here. There we go. And that might explain. That might have been too snug, which might have explained why that wing broke. Hopefully that didn't break because it was going in. There we go. White dragon in the middle. I think this one took a little bit of a knock during shipping, which is unfortunate. There we go, because that's how that should have been positioned. It would have prevented it from getting into there. And this one, we go in. There we go. So they will slide in appropriately once you figure out exactly how they go in. So that's actually good to see. Now, the reason why I had to pop this one open earlier is because I received a separate package in some bubble wrap that I don't know why. I can't recall what this is supposed to represent, but I got some additional cards here. I got to figure out what they represent. I haven't had time to. But I also have duplicates of the boss cards and the boss versus boss mode. You can see the originals here that I got with the box. So I'm not entirely certain why I received a separate. Maybe this is corrections. I honestly don't know. But I've contacted Dragori Games about this, and I had thought for a moment that I was missing some of the documentation with respect to the Madness box. I still haven't had a chance to confirm whether that's the case or not. So it's actually kind of unfortunate, but these things happen in some of these larger shipping units, if you will. And this was a very complicated Kickstarter, so you can't fault them for getting a few things wrong. And it wasn't even Dragori Games who got those potentially wrong. It's probably the individual shippers that might have unintentionally mixed those up. So nobody's here is at fault, but there is a little bit of a quality issue that has to be dealt with in their future campaigns to hopefully mitigate some of this issue. Beyond that, everything looks awesome. I'm hoping I can fix that blue dragon. We'll have to see by the time I get to the point of painting it. But if not, I might contact Dragori Games to let them know that that has happened, and to let them know that they do have a couple of areas where some quality issues might still be applicable to look into. Beyond that, everything looks like it's in fairly good condition. So I'm happy with the unit itself so far, minus the damage that was suffered by that and the damage that looks like it could have taken during shipping. Anyway, that completes this particular video for the Dragon Collection. I hope you liked the video itself, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.